And we're off here at North Alton in Nova Scotia. I'm in Intermediate B here, first race ever. Coming in here, it's getting a little tight. Guys are, getting spicy, getting hot, want to get ahead. Everyone's trying to make that gap, stay out in front. It's a technical track, hard to pass. I took an outside line there, so that worked out good. Buddy was on the rocks and got by him. Just trying to kind of maintain a pace here. It's fairly slow, a lot of rock. Just first time on this track, so still trying to figure out where to go, where the good lines are. So just trying to keep up to some of the faster guys while kind of maintaining the pace that I think I could sustain for a bit. It's a little greasy, but not too bad. Had a lot of rain the day before, but overall, pretty good traction. Following a couple guys here. I think the guy in front of me ended up getting maybe second place at the end of the race. Certainly just need to step up my game next time. Coming down this hill, elevation changes. It's hard to tell on the GoPro, but definitely some decent elevation changes. A lot of rider input to kind of keep things flowing well. Coming in here, I kind of struggled a few times coming down. Hit a few of those little trees just coming in tight, but gotta kind of run hard and learn and go from there. But yeah, just kind of trying to get my heart rate down. I was jacked up the whole race. Bad route there. I hit a few times back there. Kind of threw me awkward. Later in the race, kind of caused some effect there. Kind of getting out in the open a little bit. There's a short, small section. We come around here, and there's a straight stretch, and then leads up over a bit of a small rock wall. Took the inside line there. Oh, the guy was in the way, but I was able to get the pass, so got two guys past there, so that worked out in my favor for sure. I don't know what position I'm in at this point in time, but I had a good start until this. That just cleaned me off the bike. I got my shoulder pretty good. Luckily, the bike went by. Two guys passed me, third guy beside me, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta keep every position I can if I'm gonna be competitive. And so got the bike running and got it back up. Just kind of trying to recover a little bit. Really soupy, rocky section here. Guy passed me on the inside. Super clean pass. It was great. Yeah, just trying to recover from that fall. Trying a different line here. Just not enough speed, and to get off to the right. Kind of put it off in the bush. My buddy Nick goes by. Gives me a hoot or something. He's probably making fun of me, but that's all right. It's a good buddy of mine, good rider, and definitely we kind of battled this entire rest of the race. It was kind of back and forth a few times. There's that route I was talking about again. Just bucks me bad. I gotta have better position, stand up a little bit. Nick got a little spicy there on the throttle and whipped her out, but kind of some switchbacks here in a flowy section. Just caught up in some traffic a little bit. It's really hard to pass. It's pretty tight there. It's hard to tell. I got the GoPro on the super wide. Tried to come around Nick, but just not enough space there. So just trying to. Looks like buddy waves Nick through, but I don't know if he knew I was coming. But I knew I had to stay with Nick, so there was enough room there anyway. So it was a clean pass. This section's super flowy. It was really good, but just a little bit of grease on the top made it a little slick. So just had to be careful. It felt like if it was a little drier, you probably could have picked up the pace through there a lot more. But kind of coming into this right hand, it got grooved out there pretty good as the race went on, and you could really kind of get good traction and hook it. Coming up over that little rock wall again. That was problematic throughout the race for a couple guys. Some guys stalling or just kind of spinning out sideways there. Kind of coming into those flowy switchbacks and kind of open it up a little bit. Definitely need to work on my cornering and weight in the outside peg and really kind of trying to pick up the pace through here a little bit. But overall, I'm just kind of first race that I've ever done, and just kind of getting used to it and learning what it's all about, trying to figure out a pace that I can maintain for an hour 15, hour and 30. So there's a lot of things I was trying to figure out here, and but overall, right now, aside from hitting that tree once, things are flowing fairly good for me. But he lets us pass there, coming up through that little rock wall again. Trying to pick a line here. Nick goes to the left, gets a nice clean pass on that guy. Coming down the hill, it's a little rocky and rough there, but it was a super clean pass, got by him. I ended up getting behind this guy for a little bit. Nick kind of walked out, pulled away a bit, but that's the way it goes, and just trying to kind of conserve energy and be smooth and try to stand as much as I can. Definitely need to work on my endurance. Legs were quite jacked periodically throughout this race, but so rough and just rocky there in a few sections, so it's really important. Tried an inside line here. I don't know if I saved any time or not, but I'm just trying different things just to see what works, what flows, just in case I get in a situation where that might come in handy later on or something. But kind of choked up a little bit here with some guys, but just trying. He pulls over here. Guy falls over there. It's a little greasy getting in there, but kind of coming into that rock wall again. Looks like Buddy might have stalled it and was able to get around him cleanly. And yeah, you can see just kind of bouncing around. It's really important to try to stand as much as possible through here. And, just trying to balance and conserving energy and standing, and it's a hard thing to figure out. Definitely learned a lot. Definitely need to kind of focus on conserving more energy when I can. It's kind of a weird section here. It's really rough, and then that rock there that I just went by. Oh, Buddy stalled her. Trying to get around it, trying to do a little pivot turn, get around him, and get the pass there, but coming around here to the checkpoint here. That's Nick in front of me. I finally caught up. About 27 minutes left in the race there now, so this section's kind of where Nick was on the high side. It's really rough, but he got that pass in pretty clean there. And at this point, I'm just kind of, we're not really gaining on the guys ahead of us. We're kind of just picked away through a few guys, but the guys ahead of us. Something happens here, not sure what's going on, but somebody gets pulled over, and then Nick is there and another guy, and I'm like, I should take it on the inside, but he saw my tire and he gave me a little yip, and then he got on the gas again. So he wasn't giving it up easy, and it's always good to have some good camaraderie when you're racing here. It makes it a lot of fun, riding with guys that you know their talent and their style. You feel comfortable being beside them, just kind of based on riding with them a lot. You get to learn a lot about them. So we're definitely always pushing each other to improve, and Nick's got a good pace here today, and I know that if I'm going to try to beat him, I need to stay with him, because fairly consistent rider, and but overall definitely having a blast here. Getting really jacked up in the arms though, trying to really focus on squeezing. It's a nice flowy section here. Tried a different line here on the left here, which later on in the race will kind of prove to be probably a helpful thing. Just tried it a few times, and seemed to flow pretty good, and I'm like, well, there's an opportunity if I see something coming ahead that might be able to use that left lane. trees are tight there, you know, just trying to flow and not crack any branches. Nick's roosting me a little bit. I can tell he's getting on the throttle there. Kind of come up and come up through here, and there's a rock here, and sometimes when you get in there a little spicy, she'll buck you good. So I kind of learned to try to ride up over it a little smoother to conserve a little energy there. I was finding it was rocking me pretty good. Back down through those floaty switchbacks there. Thought I'd try the inside line, just not enough space there to get by him, but you know, it's kind of one of those things. Not really being too aggressive right now. Just kind of my main goal was just to get through the race. So, you know, but if opportunity arises, I certainly won't mind stuffing Nick and showing him a tire. But coming back through that flowy section here, and I'm trying to maintain third. I take that left line, and guy stalls. Nick gets bound up behind him, so I get by Nick there and meet up with I think this was maybe lap traffic. He's on the right lane, but I was able to stay on the left side of this rocky section and get a clean pass. And my wife took some trackside footage, so just showing the start here. See, I get a little ahead of my buddy Nick there, but I think there's something like 23 bikes out. So looks like this was early on coming through the woods. Just showing those flowy switchbacks there. The early on in the race, we were kind of grouped up quite tight there. As the race went on, definitely spread out quite a bit. But like I said earlier, just trying to find that groove and maintain a pace and just try to pick away at what you can. But overall, it was a really good first race. Had a lot of fun. Nick ended up passing me on the last straight stretch before the checkered. So he got 6th, I got 7th, with about 23 riders there. So, you know, overall, Nick's second race, he did one at Hiltz Road there the other weekend. But overall, definitely a good time, just kind of flowing through here, closer to the tail end of the race, so getting a little tired, but just trying to finish up. But definitely looking forward to the next one. It's in Cape Breton. So that's round 3 for NSORRA. And here we are coming in, second last lap, about 2 minutes left. So we were able to do one more lap. So that's me coming through, last checkpoint. And then Nick's in behind the guy behind us. So Nick definitely picked up a couple seconds there in this lap, and that's it.